This is going to be a timeless message. Please take only what resonates. This is going to be a timeless message. As time is fluid, if this message is just finding you now, there may be a message for you at this time. Also, this is a general collective reading, so please take only what resonates and leave the rest. Only you will know if this message is for you. This is from the Journey Oracle. Yeah. Just having one of those days. Interesting. Having one of those days where I was feeling pretty good. Interesting. Why is it not shuffling? Feeling stuck? Somebody? Alright. Message for the collective, please and thank you. And anyone in the collective. Good Lord. Who needs this message? I'm gonna take those. Gratitude? No. Gratitude is what popped out earlier. I didn't take it because I wasn't... I just didn't take it. So that might have something to do with this. But seasons. Going through the changes of the seasons, and each one of these pains is a different species season. I don't know if you see that here in the imagery, but we have spring, summer. Wait a minute. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. Took me a second. And release. Whoever it is that I'm tapping into, right? Whatever this is for you, you're definitely being called to as you go through these phases of your life, because really seasons are just the representation of the self and the seasons and the things that you are being asked to let go of, right? And that release energy, all of these different phases of yourself, your truth, right? You get to your truth, your authentic truth as you continue to release whatever this is. Now, this could be stuff that's from like early on in your childhood. I say that because of like the spring energy, right? Like blossoming, like super young. So this could be like letting go of old programming. And as you've matured in life, right, we'll talk about the seasons, but it's also just about, I'm trying to get my face out of it, the inner thoughts. Down here we have fall. So, you know, adolescence, summer, right? You feel like you're in your prime in that like in that state of invincibility. Still green, still learning things. And then you kind of move into that like fall energy. And where you can talk about like the cycles of life, like as a human body experience, or we can talk about the phases that you go through within your human body itself. I mean, on a microism, that's not the word. Just making shit up. On a micro level, I don't know how to put that, like on the internal level. And fall, right? Allowing change to happen. You see the change happening within your environment, within your phases, within your body, all of those things, accepting that as it is part of the phases that you go through in this season that is your life. When the water's rushing up your neck and the ground leaves your feet, look around and see what you've got left. And then comes the winter months, allowing those things to leave in that release energy. Because when you allow those things to leave, as they're talking, I'm giving it all of it. I'm giving all of it without regret. To release it without regret, knowing that it's gone through the cycles, that it's served its purpose. And this is not all fantastic things. These could be things that are very painful, whatever truth that is for you. But in the sense of like becoming free as you continue to release, in that winter cycle, in the allowance of letting go as things become barren, like what do you have left? this is what gets you closer to your authentic truth. The sun is the truth energy for me. It's like these are like little pearls of wisdom getting you closer to this authentic truth. And in order to do so, you're definitely being called to go through the seasons of your life, of the phases, allowing your body to go through those changes naturally. Whatever way that means to you, this is freedom in that release energy. Yeah, you can talk about it on just like the life cycle. The seasons is a life cycle. The freedom that comes with the final stage that is death, right? Into that rebirth energy, the beauty and the honor in just that alone in the natural cycle of seasons. Sam, the name Sam or the initials S-A or M might have some significance. And I feel like this has, so there's a song on right now and it's from my kids' playlist. I'm not even going to try it, and like, it's silly. But it's funny because it's about a skeleton named Sam. And I think of skeletons, I think of fall. And where I'm going with this is you're in the process of change right now, like in your fall season. That's what I'm picking up on. You know, I see it. It's like you're going through these changes. And I know we're in winter right now, but in winter, you can still be going through the changes that happen in the metaphorical season that is fall in your life, right? You're constantly changing. That's the thing about fall. Fall signifies change. It's the allowance of letting go of things that no longer serve you so that you can make space for new growth come spring, right? In the winter months, you're sitting there in the uniqueness. Once you've gotten rid of everything that no longer serves you, like a snowflake right here, it's snowing. There's only one of you. And it's going to return back to this spring energy where new ideas, new people, places, situations, and experience will be brought into your world. And again comes the life cycle, or the phases, the seasons that are you. And as you continue to release, and I feel like I just feel like you're in this, we collectively, you are constantly in this state of change. Fall is about change. It's about allowing things to go. Because here it's like, here you're growing. In spring, you're growing. And that's a state of change. But the one thing that is consistent throughout all of these is change. Here, it's like that prime energy. Still green, still growing, still learning things for sure. Here, again, you change. You go from the green, being green, quote unquote green, as you're learning things, being green at work or, school, study, whatever that means for you. Moving into what is change. Come fall energy. And it's funny, it's like, one would say summer is like super fun and hyphy and it's like that prime energy, but it's really in fall that you have matured. The change has matured you in whatever way that is in the seasons of your life. Now this could be in the literal seasons, right? That can have some significance. Sorry, I just kicked the table. Or it's like that feeling of losing control. Just let it go. Release whatever it is that you feel like you need to control within your life, or maybe this has to do with another person or a situation or experience. Let it go. What happens if you let it go? What happens if you release it? And you can't stop these phases. You can't stop the seasons from happening. What if in the state of allowance you just let it be and let it go? You released it. which is just going to bring you closer each time you allow these seasons metaphorically to pass through, to acknowledge, to understand, to honor and accept and allow. It's getting you closer and closer each time, each season. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 years, 4 months, 4 days, something about the number 4, your number, life path number could be 4. Something big is about 4, or you've been working on this for 3 years or 3 months, 3 days, I don't know, 3. And this is, it's like come the 4th year, you've held on to something for 3. 3 has some significance, right? Mind, body, spirit, the significance of the number 3, but you've been holding on to something for what feels like 3 years. And as you release it, whatever this is that you have held on to for the last 3 years, definitely feels like years to me. But it could be in any sort of time. Time is fluid. It's going to have different resonance for everybody. As you release this is the authentic truth. This is your authentic truth. This is like, I know it's not a star, but I'm getting North Star energy. It's like that North Node energy. It just gets you that much closer to your authentic truth. I want to read what the guidebook says about seasons. These are short and sweet, and I do love what they have to say. Seasons. There are seasons to everything. Our lives, careers, and relationships. These provide life's ebbs and flows, and sometimes we want it to go, 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 go. But the seasons we're in is asking us to stop. It's important to identify which we're in so we can flow with it. Rest if it's called for, work hard, or reap the harvest if it's time. Forcing something in the wrong season can cause burnout. Things take time. Yes, they do. I feel like there's an importance in that for somebody. Things take time. Listen to the period that you're in. What's it telling you? How can you make the most of this season while preparing for the next? The day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. Look to the seasons when you're choosing your cures. Hippocrates? Sorry, I think I just butchered the shit out of that. And release. Okay, Hippocrates. For those that can actually pronounce names properly. Gosh, something I'm working on. Okay, release. Release the old so that the new can enter. Trust that by letting go, what is meant for you will find your orbit. We can weigh ourselves down with too much, rather whether that takes the form of objects, judgments, thoughts, emotions, and demands on our time, and so much more. These hefty attachments obscure our true selves. Notice what makes you feel closer to yourself and what pulls you further away, what lights you up, what drains you. As you release everything heavy, what remains is clarity. Interesting. You can only lose something you have. You cannot lose something that you are. Eckhart Tolle. The one thing I just noticed about the imagery in this card after reading what the guidebook said is that the clarity, right, as you release, as you let go, as the guidebook mentions also, you know, bringing you, as I said, kind of closer to that truth energy. What's interesting, it's like, so there's a gradation to these, which I didn't realize. Like, it goes from like dark to like yellow gray to like to what seems like a white, like an opaque, kind of like a pearl. There's a gradation to that, right? The clarity, what you see becomes clear. Like what's the closest to you in this particular imagery becomes very clear. The clarity is there within that wisdom. Great. I love that energy. Whoever this energy is for, I thank you. I do hope that this message finds whoever needs it at just the right time. I hope you're happy, healthy, and well. I thank you for the gift of your time. I thank you for the lovely gift of your energy here. And I hope to catch you on the next one. Bye.